People. Joel Benjamin 528, aka Big Money Benjamin. Who we got here? If y'all didn't know, now y'all know. As soon as y'all come in, hit that like button. As y'all know how it is. I end out the stream. Have no problem with it. Got Baba Nu in the building. Salute to the international audience. Salute to the domestic, intergalactical, galactical, all the beings, especially the ones that's on our side.
Especially.
Salute to you. Baba Nu, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling nice and smooth, man. We're going into fall. The weather is changing, but I'm really thinking about climate change a lot, man.
Well, I touched on that yesterday with these warping entities coming through. So I definitely touched on that last night. Let me see. All right, people. Don't be afraid to super chat. If you want to super chat, cool. You know, we don't be begging for money, but we do be telling y'all hit that damn like button and make sure y'all comment. If you want the Cash App, you know what it is. The $ Joel Benjamin 528. That's JOELBENJAMIN 528. Okay? Now, let's get it. We got Baba Nu here. You see the title, Tree of Life Within Man. Let me tell y'all something, people. There's a lot going on out here. That's why, down to me and Brother Divine, we have the live stream that's coming up, and we definitely have the college course style events with Baba Nu. All right. So, title: The Tree of Life Within Man, Dismissing Warping Entities. Now, let me get that book. Thank you. As you know, the God genes decoded, and it's very interesting. That's all this happening around this time. Baba Nu, definitely gonna let y'all know. We're gonna get the breakdown on this. Hold on, let me pop out this chat so I could see who up in here. Once y'all coming up in here, don't be rude. Say hello. Let me know who up in here. Okay? And Baba Nu can't wait to get lit with this. So you got volume 1 and volume 2. I'm gonna hook up the next camera so y'all could see the volume 1 and volume 2. Now, let me say this. Baba Nu been talking about these type of things. Been doing it. Right or wrong, Baba Nu?
Yeah, man. I could get into some like personal stuff that's happened, with clients that need to get these entities away from them. I consider them to be demons.
Mm-hmm.
And they are, especially the ones that they say the gray aliens.
Right.
Yeah,
because the warping entities, they look like grays, but they're on a higher form.
Right, and there's a reason why they look malnourished too.
Because they draining. They need to drain energy.
Yep.
So hold on, before we do that. Here's the pay-per-view live stream link for the Tree of Life Within Man, the Egyptian Mystery System, Part 2. All right. I'm putting it in the chat. Make sure y'all get them tickets. And let me show y'all how it look. Let me share my screen so y'all see what we see. So we don't have to have no damn excuses and y'all crying, talking about you didn't know how it look. Because we know y'all love to do that. Okay. There we go. Boom. Sit right there, people. That's it. Right there. Let me clear it better for you. Bam. The Tree of Life Within Man, Egyptian Mystery System Part 2 live stream event. Remember. This is what, a 3-day event, correct?
3 different days.
Yeah.
Going over 3 different parts each and making a whole lot of connections, for a very, very long time. And if you go and study different cultures around the world, there is actually very little known about the human spirit compared to the amount of information that you find in ancient Kemet. We might have a soul, they will say, but that's where it ends. But for the ancient for the ancient Egyptians, there were nine different souls, nine different spirits that we have, and especially for people who take mushrooms, take ayahuasca, get really, really deep into transcendental meditation where
And the
they
most powerful one, Bofo, the toad.
right. When you get into those trance states and you're doing your astral projection and stuff like that, um the more you understand about your spirit, the more clearer things become. Knowledge is a way of opening doors, meaning, they're just saying, if you don't believe it, you won't even see it, you know? So, you want to get an understanding of your animal totem, especially because it's a very, very active part of your spiritual life that you're not conscious of. Um, you want to get an understanding of what's called your ka, which is where Freud got the concept of the ego from, and you also want to see how the tree of life mandala associates with these different faculties that we have. Since I've been studying this now since 1993, I've never come across any information that got into the ancient Egyptian concepts of the different spirits within us and their correlation to the tree of life.
Well, first off, a lot of people don't even know about. Well, let me take this off.
I got this phone on mute.
No, sir, it's not. Go ahead, you answered.
No,
We wait. We're waiting
no,
on
no,
you.
no,
All
man.
right, all
Then
right,
I lose my train of thought.
all right.
Want me to
Now,
get back into it?
a lot of
What
people
I'm saying?
don't block the mic.
Sorry.
A lot of people don't even understand of warping entities. Not
Hmm.
only that, I notice a lot of people that dealt with Egypt into Egypt don't know like a lot of the Egyptians that went off on track is because of such beings like warping entities, like the time with the star alignments and all these different things. Now, with that being said, why is it that people don't understand the human body can be taken over and these beings exist? Because even in Egypt, they don't just come straight out, and of course, the name was not warping entities, but they do talk about them. And a matter of fact, could you pass me book three, please? And in book three, volume three, you ain't take too long to touch on them. Now I know you said you wanted to come up with the volume four, because now is the time for them to get this information, like that these entities played a big part
Yeah,
in the construct.
with these first three books, it was really academic and scientific. A lot of the what we might call a lot of spiritual experiences. That's like a whole other beast to tackle with, and you know we down here on this planet, right? And we might try to wrap our minds around the idea of justice and what's fair, around the idea of God and the devil and stuff like that. And what happens is that with these type of things, warping entities, spiritual attacks from demons, different types of demons, it really would make people question, what's right, what's wrong, what is fair. But you need to be able to defend yourself. Um, there's something called the Papyrus of Nesikensu of
Mm.
Bekten, and in there, this princess in Egypt, she was being possessed and attacked by a demon, straight up out of the Exorcist type of stuff. This is actually documented in their history,
And why you don't hear so much talks about that?
because there's no real priesthood around ancient Egypt, or there's no
That's what
real
I was waiting
priesthood.
for.
You got a whole lot of agnosticized new age, really, really going with that type. It's like, I was watching. I think it was Law and Order, and also Dr. Phil. Both of these programs touched on exorcism, but it's like, no, no
Mm.
exorcism. Everybody's like, one guy, one priest, he was speaking with Dr. Phil, and I was glad that the priest was able to stand on his square,
Mm-hmm.
as people would say, whereby Dr. Phil couldn't go there too
Right.
much. He really wanted to, and he tried, because what you have is, you have academia, which is agnostic, against now religion, and where you have those people that are still dealing with, with the fact that if you start acting crazy, it's probably because you are possessed. You know, if not, you are poisoned. You have a poison in your body. It needs to be cleansed, or for some reason your angel guide is not connected with you anymore because of the way that you behave. And what the warping entities do is, if they can't penetrate you, they'll at least try to influence your behavior, so that, and certain behaviors weaken your aura.
What was I telling y'all about yesterday when I did the live stream? You see, he said the same thing.
Certain behaviors weaken your aura as well. They are entities that get attached to electronic devices. One, especially for for the females, don't use sex toys. Those warping entities get attached to those sex toys. Don't watch pornography,
Could you pass me that unit over there, please?
and
Right
and
here, right. You gotta go for it.
and don't engage in unhealthy sexual
Thank
practices.
you.
Those things really, really pull down your spiritual immunity, and make it easy for these entities to gain access into your spirits, into your mind, into your soul.
Now you see these ladies. This is a clear quartz yoni egg. Remember what me and Brother Divine was talking about? You see, Babanu is coming and saying around the same things. All right. Remember the pay-per-view live streams we did. Me and Brother Divine did two on sexually transmitted demons, part one and part two. And oh, like I said, wait till 2020. Do we got a treat for you? We coming. We coming for y'all next with part three. But like Baba Nu said, if they cannot switch on you, they will manipulate energies around you and all this stuff. So when you're using certain devices and dealing with certain things, they come through with that. Like we're dealing with the porn and all this other stuff. Now, you see, volume two. The reason why I'm showing you this book, you see this? Nope, right here. See this person right here? Thought, correct?
Thought, or tehute.
Thought, or known also known as Tahuti. He's scribing everything down. Now, it's a reason why you see this symbol right here when dealing with Egypt. Now, let's break it down. You have the princess
Of
Say it again.
Princess Nessie Kensu of Becton.
Princess Nessie Kensu
Of
of
Becton.
Backten. Now, that princess was under the influence of warping entities, but they don't talk about that. You don't get courses like this, like Baba Nu said, that bloodline of the high priest and high priestess is really no longer there. So when you come and you talk about stuff like this, it's if it's not crazy talk, is you going too far, you're going too deep. But again, these warping entities that have other entities scared of them, by the way, when you have an Egyptian system of gods and they on the watch and look out for warping entities.
Yeah, because if we get back into what happened, they couldn't defeat this demon.
Who is
And
they? Let's be clear.
these Egyptian priests
Okay.
in the papyrus of Nessie Kensu, they had to call in. Hold up. Let me see. The thing is on. They had to call in Kansu. Kansu. They had to call in Kansu, and they had to go to a place that had a shrine to Kansu, which shows you how important it is to actually have contact with specific deities. Kansu was powerful enough to get that demon out of her, and that demon was he was so powerful they had to respect him in in this event.
Which
They,
will back up. So
yeah,
he was so powerful, but when you study with Kansu, what did he make sure he always dealt with? Spiritual tools, spiritual items, building up
cleansing.
his energy, cleansing. Thus the 20-day, 1 day parasite cleanse that I
Yeah,
was telling you about. Like when we tell y'all this and we give you these items, it's not just because we want to make money. We're telling you what the hell you need to raise your energy when these type of things come.
our consul is the patron deity of doctors.
And look at
So
it. Look at his tools. Well, let me show them as you talk. Go ahead.
so their medical system was integrated with their spiritual system, which is why it's important to get an understanding of the different parts of your spirit. It's not until you get to psychology that they start to border on this, and that's why I was talking about, you know, Sigmund Freud. He studied ancient Egypt a lot, and his concept of the ego and the alter ego comes out of ancient Egypt. The alter ego is your animal totem, and it's aggressive as compared to the ego, and that's called your ka. So Freud was looking into this, and he was getting information that a lot of us don't get. But what you have to understand is that they would source this information and then they would reword it in their language. But Freud is like the father of Western psychology, but he's the father of Western psychology because he went and studied not just ancient Egypt, he studied their concept of the spirit, the different parts of your spirit, which
Now
is
be
why.
clear. Hold on.
Mhm.
Now be clear. You're still getting a watered down version.
Oh yeah, because there's only two.
Right or wrong?
Yeah, it's just the ego and the altered ego.
That's why we make sure, again, I'm putting the link up. This is why we make sure we give you these pay-per-view live streams such as this right here, as you're seeing on the screen. The Tree of Life Within Man, Egyptian Mystery System Part 2. Y'all begged. We literally had people beg for it. So we decided to give it to you, and we brought it out specifically around this time, because at first we knew there was an energy going on, an energy take place, but we didn't quite put our hands on it. So with these warped entities returning, this is where the Egyptian mystery systems, this type of stuff return. Because notice in part one, for those who have gotten the Egyptian mystery system part one, we had a lot of people that bought that. I know Baba knew and I threw you off when y'all got hit with the Hebrew.
And I was just about to comment on that in
Go
terms
ahead.
of
Go ahead.
sourcing
Go ahead.
sourcing the ancient Hebrew scriptures to correlate the angel guide, which is called Ba in ancient Egypt. In ancient Sumer, Ba, your angel guide, is created by Ma'at. So the ancient Sumerians were familiar with Ma'at and hence Ma'at. Now, if you've had experience with working with your angel guide, when you feed your angel guide, you get a sense of clarity and, like, justice and fairness and those types of things, because it has a love matrix in it, which is why it's created by Ma'a, who is the law that creation is based on. So it's really, really interesting to see how the system is picked. It's like picked apart, and you have other pieces of it that you have to put together like a puzzle that starts to really gel.
Hold on,
and
Babanu.
and you get a
Real quick. Let me show
deeper
them this lady
understanding.
right here. Let me show you. See my Jade in the house, people. My Jade, deal with all this spiritualness. She just came, stop by, and say hi with me.
Buffalo bone.
Oh, she's doing her thing. All right. Give out your gram. Give out your gram real quick.
Sister Majade, and my website is majadebay.com, and Facebook is Majade Bay. Check me out.
All right. All right. Later, my
Okay,
dear.
peace and love.
Have a great
Peace and
one.
love.
So yeah, Babanu.
So
Let's float with this. Come on.
you know, someone had contacted me earlier this year because they were being attacked by a particular entity, and I had one of the amulets made, and I blessed it, and I sent it to them, and it stopped, but the entity was still going after another family member, and it's really, really serious, because the amulet is just for it can't protect more than one person at a time, but that's just to show you that the stuff works. You can source it back in history. When you're being attacked by these entities, you need a more you need an entity with a higher authority.
Not just that you need the entity with a higher authority. They have to have the understanding of the entities first. So if they don't, like I said, we have the class part two. All right.
Mm.
Part one we taught a lot, broke it down. Now we have part two. These people, they like to just jump on Google. Like I seen one who she came up in here a time. Matter of fact, you were here when she came up in here, and she was like, "But ain't you supposed to do this? Supposed to do that?" And they say, "Do this and do this with the crystal." And we were laughing at her. We were laughing at her. I'm like, "Yo, who is they? Where you get this from on the internet?" And I try not to shit on people, but I be having to, because they get these people that come on here that just want views and just try to give you information that they pull out their ass and tell you the truth. And you got people like me, you got people like Baba Nu
And
right
we are
here.
censored.
And
It's pretty obvious that we are censored. I look at the numbers compared to
the bull crap that's out there.
and also compared to the
Oh,
and
yeah,
I'm like, we
yeah,
have to be censored, man.
yeah.
And they understand how it works. It's going to cause less people to look. And that's what I said. Share the videos. Share them to the groups that you're in on Facebook. Share them on your Twitter feed. share them on your Facebook page so that people can know, because the problem with the conscious community and the black conscious movement, and a lot of the other movements, it could be the Moorish movement, it could be the Hebrew Israelite movement, people are not getting the war tools. We are at war. Okay, we are at war with the conqueror, and then we are at war with a whole army of demons. The last thing that we need is to be wasting our time on a whole lot of contrived information that might go back 100,000 years about who we are, who we supposed to be. I'll tell you who the hell we're supposed to be. To hell with who we are. We're supposed to be being survivors. We're supposed to be conquering back what was conquered from us. Okay? We are supposed to be a people, even though we are at a disadvantage, with some strong spiritual armies. We can't get all the guns and all that stuff and go fighting, but we can do this.
Read that. Based off of what you just said with the censoring. Read that right there.
Jill, you're
Oh,
buffering
it's
in
right
and
here.
out. We don't get the whole sentences. Now it's buffering. So
Now,
just
this
try
is
to-
the thing. Every time we come up on here and we do the live streams and we're touching on stuff like this, the buffering factor.
yeah, as soon as we get real and really get to the meat of what happens is
They
that
don't want y'all to know about these
yeah,
warping entities and
you're gonna
certain
have the
courses
big
to take.
crowds
Come on.
going after the what makes them pay attention. Oh, the black woman is God. Look how much attention that got.
That don't have a buffer. No problems. Everything good.
Got so
It's bull
much.
crap,
Yeah,
but it don't have a buffer. It's no problem.
what you say, and that's not going to get rid of cancer or AIDS, or that's not going to stop your spiritual attacks. You need professionally trained people, and people who are active in the work.
Now, with this being said, because we're wrapping up very soon, okay? The first 25 people, and as always, I don't know why Baba Newbie be picking this number. Well, I do know why. But the first 25 people that get the pay-per-view live stream, they get the free blessed item, whatever, to protect you, put you out there. Uh, you see a little blood on it, don't get scared. Okay. Let me just say that from now, because I know y'all be wanting the real stuff, but y'all be scary.
You got the Bloods and you got the Crips.
Okay.
The Bloods ain't got no Bloods, and the Crips ain't got no Crips. You gotta
Let's break that down. They say the life is in the blood.
You got
All
the
right?
Bloods and the
Well,
Crips.
you got the Crips, you got the bones to do what you gotta do. What? We're gonna leave that there. So those first 25 slots is almost. I don't know why. For the life of me, again, y'all always do this. Don't be calling me or trying to get the live stream. Cause wait, let's put it up here. When is this live stream actually coming out? August 29th. Not August, excuse me, October 31st.
31st.
29. See, you jacking it up. October 31st, right? Now I know what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna be the ones exactly on October 31st buying this pay-per-view live stream and then turning around, brother, I am in the first 25. Y'all did it the last time.
The first 2,500.
And we had well over how much people with the last one.
Well over a whole lot.
Okay? And y'all last minute Johnny come late. I don't know why y'all do it. I don't know why. And I can't get the free gift, brother. No, the slot with the 25 slots within the people to buy this stuff done went like either the first week or sometimes it might be within 3 weeks. but we give y'all well over a month and something to get the tickets. Like, you really believe it have other people out there playing with you? When we gotta send free gifts to people in the UK, when we gotta send free gifts to people in China, when we gotta send free, yes, that's right. Let me rewind that. Yes, China. When you got Chinese people that's on this type of knowledge, and they say, yo, I'm getting my ticket quick. What the hell are y'all doing? And oh, in case y'all forgot, all 3 volumes, you can get each book half price. Okay? If you got the pay-per-view live stream. For anybody who didn't get the pay-per-view live stream, it's full price. So when we give you this, and we come on here and talk about warping entities, and you haven't heard of them before, and we give you examples like, yo, there's stories on it where they have the higher levels, where you have certain gods that dealt in Egypt where they were scared of these entities and they were gods.
Man, I saw one of them. Grizz is looking at me angry.
Because you shouldn't be teaching people the knowledge.
Looking at me angry. Like, who am I to freaking,
how dare you?
How dare me? You gotta cut out the sexual misbehavior.
And when we say sexual misbehavior, we're going to be clear. The porn, the vibrators, all that. But we got y'all covered with the pay-per-view live stream. We're going to let y'all know all that. Here's the link again. And not only that, be on the lookout for the Sexually Transmitted Demons Part 3. That's coming 2020. But I don't want to jump the gun. Remember, you have the 23rd, me and Brother Divine, we have that live stream. And then we definitely kicking it off with one of the grand finales, The Tree of Life Within Man, the Egyptian Mystery System, Part 2. Make sure you have your books ready, everything. We don't want to hear no garbage. Again, do not blow up Baba News email like y'all did the last time, talking about, oh, am I going to get one of those free bracelets that's consecrated? And no, do not blow up the Joel Benjamin 528 on Instagram, DM, all right, bothering me down. If you ain't get it now, and you ain't make sure you come in on there on that wave that you're supposed to come in, so be it. I know you got a lot of you Johnny come latelys, all right. But it is what it is. Sirius C is funny,
and she's for real. And
Sirius, read what she said.
She said you're gonna lose some people with the no porn.
Guess what? We're gonna lose their ass anyway, because when them warping entities jump in.
But the thing is that there's been this gradual degeneration in society where a lot of things that should obviously be known as immoral, unhealthy, is just normalized, man. I remember this was back in 2015. This brother was talking about, can I say this on here? Like eating ASS.
Mm-hmm. Tossing salad. Say so, tossing salad.
And I'm like so comfortable. And he was like, I'll never give it up. And it's like, what has the world come to? Years ago, this angel came to me and he said, America should not be pushing its culture onto other countries. But that's because it's such a corrupt culture. We live in a corrupt society.
Well, they leave it open for corruption because they have no problem aligning themselves with these warping entities. They're already dealing on some Luciferian
Thank
doctrines.
you. Let's
And then
go right
they
there.
want to take it up a notch and
Because
start dealing with these warping entities. And it's like, what the hell are y'all doing?
I could tell you years ago, somebody came to me in a dream. I don't want to say who, but I looked at their legs and they had goat feet.
Mm.
The person
That-
had a
what that's
suitcase.
called, Cadell? What it's called? When they had to
Fawn.
go feet in Trinidad.
I'm not sure.
The Jaja Bless. Jaja Bless. That's what it's called. How you may remember that? Where they look pretty on top. They got
They
the
look
dress
human.
and whatnot, but when you lift
Suit.
up the leg, yeah, when you
Larger
lift up,
bless.
you see,
Larger bless.
see now you correct me. See now you know, Larger Bless,
Yes.
Larger Bless. We call that. Anyway, go ahead.
So on top, person had a suit, had a suitcase, obviously with money. They wanted to, sign me, and I
Sign
just
your spirit. Be clear.
that is
Sign
what
your
it
spirit.
that is what it is, because when you make deals with these companies, apparently when you sign that contract, you're signing over your soul to the devil. I remember about a day or two after I had that dream, my ancestor came to me and said they want to make a deal with you. And all I could feel was Lucifer. That's all that I can feel. The third dream that I had, there was Satan and there was my son. He was like 2 or 3 years old. I said, not even my son will sign with you. Not even my son will sell his soul for you. So, you have a lot going on, man. They,
And this, let's get it clear. Let's get it clear, so they understand what they're dealing with.
yeah,
When you have, let's go into the lost books of the Bible, okay? Because people hear Lucifer and they don't know that have higher ranking structures that's beyond Lucifer.
yeah.
So when you read it in the lost books of the Bible, I can't remember if it's the book of Nicodemus, but once I tell them the story, they should be able to find the book and chapter. So you're dealing with the chief architect of the underworld. So when he went down there, he let him know. he basically, when you're reading it, which I know you read it before, he's basically cursing out Satan,
Right.
letting him know, like, yo, the F is wrong with you. Why you ain't leave that man alone? Speaking of Jesus, y'all know him as Jesus. We know him like the actual way, Yahweh Shai.
And if you don't
Right.
think that Lucifer is real, start to
Sorry,
start
Yahweh.
to
You know him as
start
Yahweh.
start to insult him a lot.
No, don't even tell them that. If they don't know Ariel by now, it's whatever. So, you know the story. Jesus come down there, say, yo, open up, because he have that power. Because within death, the transcendent, we done spoke about that before. So he was like, yo, open the gate. Open this gate. They gotta open the gate. Say, yo, I'm taking you, and start freeing all the souls out of hell. You got better. I ain't gonna say his name. I'm just gonna say the Prince Chief of, I ain't gonna say his name. So he's like, yo, what the hell is wrong with you? Giving Satan the business. But Satan is like, yo, I didn't even know this was gonna happen. He's like, yo, you did all this. You made them crucify this man. He ended up having the higher power that's within. You already know he's part of the way higher power, that creator power. What are you doing? And that's in there. That's one of the books that they took out of the Bible. So keep that in mind. When you have these warping entities that's on a whole higher level, you already have these people that's on this Luciferian doctrine, and then now they're kicking it up a notch, dealing with these warping entities.
Yep. Now, a few years ago, people started to push Cthulhu. If you read over the Necronomicon, Cthulhu is one of the demons that Marduk vanquished.
Stop right there. Don't even go no more.
It's like
Don't even,
people just jumping on stuff.
don't even
man.
go no more. Don't even go no more. Because I didn't know what the hell I was talking about when I was saying about Baphomet. Remember when we were talking about the Baphomet? But now they come with the Cthulhu and get into the Cthulhu and say the name. Yo, let me tell you something. If you was to meet Cthulhu in person, take it from me. The first thing is you wouldn't even be able to breathe properly. That's number one. Because of the rancid, dead type of sea fishy smell with that salt. Second thing, when you lay eyes, like literally lay eyes upon him, if you are not deeply embedded in this spiritual stuff, you wouldn't last a chance just looking at him. Am I speaking crap or am I speaking facts?
Enormous
Now,
revelation.
y'all quick to jump on it. Quick to jump on it. And these people are coming out here and telling you Cthulhu, this, that, and the third. And y'all moving on a different wavelength. But we leave y'all alone. Y'all do that. That's why we teach these courses and give to you. Because if you are not on a higher level, on a higher plane, and dealing with a higher type of energy, you should not be dealing with Cthulhu. Because Cthulhu, hell, you got erasures that don't even like your ass. You got erasures. I be seeing an old great ocean, and they want to call upon Mr. Steele and whatnot. It's like, Mr. Steele don't like you.
Who's Mr. Steele?
You should know that one,
Who's Mr. Steele?
You don't know about Mr.
I've never heard of Mr. Steele.
I'm done. Yo, you know Mr. Steele, right?
Yes.
Thank you. You shocked me.
Why?
You don't know about Mr. Steele? We all can't know everything.
We all get everything.
Joel Benjamin, 5 to 8 AKA Big Money Benjamin. We got our man Baba New here. Let me give out his email. Here it is. Right there. Copy it down. Egyptian Voodoo Priest at gmail.com. There it is right there. Okay. If people want to Cash App, you know the $ Joel Benjamin 528. Okay. You want the pay-per-view live stream? Let me put the link up in here again. Bam. There you go. There's a link in the chat, and it will also be in the comment section pinned. Make sure y'all get the live stream. The first 25 people get the gift. And any one of the books you want to get. Oh, and let me say, anybody that had gotten part 1 of the Egyptian Mystery System and you didn't get volume 1, I'm sorry, if you had only gotten volume 1 and you didn't get volume 2 or 3, you could call once we check and see that you did purchase that pay-per-view live stream. You will get these half price off as well. And of course, if you people who buy the new one, you'll get it half price. Okay. All right. So salute to the international audience, domestic, everybody out there. We greatly appreciate you. Later.
Peace.
Good job, guys.
Yeah.